Hello, Aquarians. Welcome to another episode of Ethereal Tarot. My name is Carla. If Aquarius is your sun, moon, or rising sign, then this message, this tarot reading is for you. And Aquarians, your weekly readings will come out every Monday, so be sure to check back every Monday. It'll be sitting there pretty for you, waiting for you to start your week off with a fresh reading. And push subscribe. It's totally free. It doesn't cost anything to subscribe, and it supports the channel, supports me giving you these weekly readings every week, which I so adore doing. Take in what resonates, let go of what doesn't. This is a general collective read for the sign of Aquarius. And as always, I advise you to check out your sun, moon, and rising signs, as you could find a lot of nuggets of resonance in those two. Okay, here we go. Oh, and I'm doing a giveaway, another giveaway. End of March, I will be picking one lucky winner. And the way you enter is to just click on the link. It's in the description box. It's also pinned in the comments for you. It's just a name and email address. Nothing spammy, I promise. And you'll be entered to win a free deck of tarot cards. It's this deck. I totally forgot my camera at home today. So I made it all the way to my studio. Forgot my second camera. So you'll be able to see the cards up close and personal. If you check back to past readings. I do apologize about that, but here we go. What do we have for Aquarians here? All right, good and shuffled. We've got Ace of Swords, Judgment, Queen of Wands, Four of Cups, the Magician, Ace of Wands, Four of Pentacles, Nine of Cups, and the Fool. All right, let's take a little look-see around the room. If you are new here, welcome, welcome. If you are returning, welcome back. I so adore you. I so appreciate you. Thanks for being here. And this is how I do my spreads and my readings every week. I usually don't deviate unless I've got a bonus read or some kind of special content for you. This is the path of the current situation. Normally the block, the conflict, the challenge, something that needs to come up into your field of awareness at this time, if it already hasn't. Most of the time people find resonance with it. It's already active in them and at the surface. This is the path of higher self. This is what God, spirit, angels, spirit guides, any higher realm being, this is what they want you to remember, okay? It's a message of guidance, and they want you to remember it, bring it to the forefront, cultivate more of these energies, meditate on them, because we have every energy of the tarot inside of us. It's just a tool, okay? It's just a tool for higher self to give us messages through. Then we've come to the path of the possible outcome, and I do say possible because I honor and realize that free will is the strongest law of the universe, so I know things can shift at any time. So we'll take a look at a possible outcome for you. Let's start with the current. We've got Ace of Swords, Judgment, and Queen of Wands. All right, Aquarians, what's going on? What are you unclear about? What are you trying to decide? What's unclear in your vision? What's unclear in your purpose and meaning at this time? Something's wanting you to connect to that, and you feel disconnected from your purpose, your meaning, your inner calling at this time. Maybe you also feel like you've been reaching out and not getting the feedback you want. Yeah, so that's like a message that's coming to me right now. Give me more for Aquarians current, please. Like you're trying to reach out to something. I'm getting this vision of you like trying to reach out for something, and it's just not there. And it's like you've put yourself out there. So why aren't you, why don't you like look around and see that it's given back to you? Something like that along those lines. Okay, give me more. The Lovers. Okay. And Death. All right. Yeah. Something's not equal. Something's not, you don't feel reciprocity in something. You don't feel equal. You don't feel like, and because of that, you're unclear. And then there's this transition period you're going through, and it doesn't feel very good. It doesn't feel very whole, complete right now. You feel like you're in transition. You feel like you're in limbo a little bit about it. I don't know if it's just in one area of life or in, life in general. I'm going to go into my astrology soul deck here and see what house comes up for you. House as in zodiac, okay? I have the second house of Taurus. This is the house of resources, material possessions, and values. Here's where we see our belongings, wealth, and finances, as well as the pillars on which material, intellectual, and emotional security is developed. Yeah, I don't know if this is happening at the home front with your relationship, with your job. Taurus is like everything. The second house is like everything. So it's like what you value, what you hold true, what you hold sacred, your morals, your beliefs, your ethics. And as well as physical things. So it's like all of earth energies, all of earth resources. And so, yeah, again, it's vague, but it's also showing you like there's something you're not feeling very comfortable with. You're not feeling that like absolution. And there's something, there's something where it's like not a give and take or a receive, give and receive type of thing. Yeah. And it's posing a conflict. Let's go into what higher self wants to remind you. We've got Four of Cups, the Magician, and the Ace of Wands. Four of Cups to me is the message from higher self telling you kind of don't act now. Okay, don't act now. It wants you to kind of meditate, really reflect on what this means to you. Come back to base, reflect on what this means to you. And then from that point, then you start to create or manifest or start to plant the seeds, I would say. It wants you to come back, though, to that kind of more healed, not even necessarily healed, but it wants you to take a beat and come back to it more level-headed. It wants that like more level-headed approach, more realistic approach, I think. Okay, and to really kind of realize what you have, what you bring to the table, what tools and resources that you have. And I think that it's telling you like that's what's gonna promote this kind of fruit, all right? This more give and take, more give and receive, I should say, that you're wanting, that you're looking for. And yeah, I also think there's a lot of it reminding you of like you don't need it from other, you've got it in yourself, and that's really what matters. Because whenever I see Four of Cups, I see like coming back to base, the foundation. And so here I'm looking at that as like coming back to yourself, and really realizing all that you are capable of with the Magician and the Ace of Wands, because that's all about manifestation. That's all about bringing the divine down, and actually it's like that spiritual will, it's like that divine bringing it from above and bringing it below. Okay. So let's see what we have for more. Queen of Swords. Ooh, I like that. And the Five of Cups. Yeah. Don't be afraid. We have Four and then Five of Cups. Okay. The Four is looking for the Five. And that makes sense, because when we start to create and do, it wants to acknowledge that your need for healing through this, and that grief is kind of subjective. I know maybe you're like, I'm not really grieving. Maybe you aren't grieving, but Five of Cups is always about taking the moment to see what was lost. Again, I feel like it's like coming back to base and then seeing like how you feel about something, how you catch up with your feelings about something. And in the card, there's three cups that are turned over, and then there's two that are still up, okay, and they're full. So it's like taking the time to see what's lost, but then also eventually you're going to turn around and see what you have, okay? And Queen of Swords is all about saying and communicating how you feel. I think that's important. If you've been doing that, keep doing it. Higher self wants you to do that. It really wants you to keep communicating how you feel. Own it. Come back to your authenticity. And that's too getting clear on what tools and what energies you bring to the table with all of this too. Okay. Again, I'm like coming at it from like a give and receive. Like you're expecting this kind of huge give and you're not getting it. So it's like, it's okay to voice that. It's okay to grieve that, but then also take a look at yourself and see what you already have. Okay. That's what I would say. Let's go into the path of the outcome. Four of Pentacles. Nice. Nine of Cups and the Fool. Ooh, I love that. So whatever is unclear, I think that there's going to be a sense of, well, first of all, I do see you listening to higher self with this path. Four of Pentacles is all about shoring up your resources, which is what higher self kind of was their message to you. Coming back to base. Again, four is always that base. It's the support. It's the foundation. Four legs to a chair, four legs to a table. That's you coming at it. And I feel like being very realistic. And Nine of Cups is being satisfied with that realistic, more of that realistic view. The Fool is all about that new beginning. Okay. I think that you are going to put down the excess baggage or the excess expectations. And it's like your pure consciousness again. You know, you're coming back to the slate is clean, which is needed right now. It's like coming back to the slate is clean and I'm starting my adventure, you know. It's seeing with a new fresh pair of eyes, really. Give me more for Aquarians. Outcome. Two of Swords. And the Eight of Wands. Okay, this is going to happen swiftly. Whatever's going to happen is going to happen pretty quickly. I also see that it's like you more tapping into your intuition. And I think too, like with the Two of Swords, it's like making your decisions from this baseline, okay? This healed place, more of this baseline, more of this feeling of wholeness and satisfaction and completion within yourself, which is needed. Eight of Wands, though, tells me it's going to happen swiftly. It's going to happen quick. And I feel like, too, you're going to be able to make decisions based off of that, and it's going to feel great to let go of the excess baggage. I'm going to go into my tarot sidekick here. And this isn't a tarot deck, but it will give us questions and prompts to further deepen your reading for you. What do we have for Aquarians? Should I act or pause in this moment? I love that question for you because that is kind of a big question for you. It's a big question mark for you right now. Should Aquarians act or pause in this moment? I'm going into my Cozy Tarot deck so that we have the full potentiality of the tarot at our fingertips. Let's see what comes up. I'm going to pull 2 cards for this one. Should Aquarians act or pause in this moment? Please let me know. 3 of Wands. And 2 of Wands. Ooh, all right. This to me is saying pause, if I was to guess. And I'm not guessing, I'm using... This to me is saying pause at this time. 2 of Wands is all about... 2 and 3 of Wands is all about making that decision. Starting that planning, starting to connect to your inner will, your inner spiritual fire, you know, that inner fire, that inner flame. It's not about going out and doing yet, though. Both the 2 and 3 of Wands is not doing yet. I'm going to get one more. Clarify this for me even further, please. Oh, one came out. Knight of Cups. Okay, again, Knight of Cups is all about that present moment, coming back to that present moment. So to me, it is saying pause. I know you feel in transition. I know you feel kind of in limbo right now. I know you feel like, what is my purpose in all this? And I know you feel like you want the give and receive, but it's telling you pause, take a moment, do your 5 of Cups thing, which is healing, getting connection with the healing, the grief. 4 of Cups as well. It's a dude sitting by a tree and he's just like meditating. Okay, he's not doing anything. I will say though that it's conflicting a little because the Magician does. So Ace of Wands is planting those seeds, but I think it's more so like, just because you're planting the seeds doesn't mean you're like full on acting, right? Okay, you're planning. You're enthusiastic. You're getting in touch with your enthusiasm. You're shoring up your resources. Okay, you're using what you have at your finger, using what you have to the capacity. Okay, this is not a mover and shaker thing. I think it's gonna happen fast when it finally does. When something finally shifts in you, I think it's gonna all happen pretty fast. And you're going to be able to make decisions quickly based off of this more healed foundational place. Okay, it's not going to be a big question mark. But this is saying pause. This is saying pause. All right. I love when we get clear, like really clear like that. I'm going to go into my Oracle of the Angels deck now, and this is a love note from the universe for my Aquarians, and kind of a kiss on the cheek for them too. Who doesn't want that? You can always come back to this message. And Aquarians, push subscribe if you haven't. Check out your sun, moon, and rising, okay? Like, comment, do all the things, please. And enter the giveaway as well. It's in the description box below. There's a link. Pinned in the comments, there's a link. And here we go. What do we have for Aquarians? Love note from the universe. Never alone. Ooh, I like that. I like that. The angels are here to support you through this challenging moment. Look out for signs of their presence. You might notice a lot of little coincidences and strokes of luck in your life at this time. This is confirmation that you are always surrounded by the loving guidance of these divine messengers. I draw on my vast reservoir of inner strength to keep moving forward. I have faith that all things will fall into divine order for my greatest benefit. I ask the universe for its guidance and always receive its help and protection. The sun will rise and shine for me. Yes, it will, Aquarians. Beautiful love note from the universe, as it's showing you that you're not alone. You're always giving and receiving the messages, okay? It's just about taking that time to pause and reflect on them, see them for what they are, okay? And that it always surrounds you. Thank you so much for allowing me to read for you today. This was deep, rich, profound, and an utter delight. And until next time, joyful blessings.